National government administration. It is true, C.S. Machogu, you are right. In my earlier life, I was in that system of government. And things were working. The police station is 40, 50, 60 kilometers away from where wananchi are. The chiefs, the DOs, the DCs had support of APs. And they were able to deal with the crime before it degenerated into something big, because they had some form of enforcement. So with the new constitution, the National Police Service came there, the Inspector General of Police, our officers were, and to a large extent, it is that decision is responsible for the breakdown of the security architecture in this country. And actually the effects we are feeling of almost things getting out of order is because the deterrent aspect of security architecture got removed when our GAO officers lacked support. So the task force that was set up by the president has recommended that we create an administrative framework where the GAO officers are supported by officers in uniform. I think in the next 1 or 2 months, everything will have been worked out. Our CS Interior is on it, and our GAO officers will have support the way it used to be, so that the people at the police station can deal with apprehending the offenders. But we have some other officers working with the chief, with the ACC, with the DCC on deterrence and prevention. Because also people, wale wananchi pia, wakiona chief wako tu peke yake hakuna kitu naweza kufanya, inakuwa tu namna hiyo, they just ignore him. So the chiefs lack authority, the ACC lack authority. We are going to reinstate that authority, but we'll work on the mechanism, but administratively, so that our GAO officers once more are supported by officers who are armed, who are in uniform. I don't think we need to arm chiefs. It is not necessary at this stage. We'll give them officers to work with them because it has worked before. And some of us bear testimony because we were there and we saw it work. And crime was contained to a certain level. Most of these things you see, even murder, they start on a family dispute. And because there is no deterrence, inaendelea ikiwa kitu kikubwa mpaka inakuwa ni mauaji. When the officers, the chiefs had the APs there, it was working. So that one we are going to address. Na tukubaliane. Mambo ya rehabilitation centers, it is true. I think we want to engage the governors when they come for the next meeting for IBEC. We see with the Ministry of Health whether we can dedicate a ward in every level 4 hospital specifically for rehabilitation of drug addicts. And then as a national government, we'll consider whether we can partner with the county governments and we can put some money as a conditional grant so that we create a capacity in every level 4 hospital. We have a ward, just like the ones we have for border operators. We have one ward specifically dealing with addicts. I think Captain Reda ameongea, they need more women officers. I think that is something the people at Lamu County you can discuss. I agree. Because sasa wale kina mama Waislamu huwezi gusa hawa. Sasa ukipata mwanaume anaweka ile buibui, anasema yeye ni mama, huwezi gusa, anabeba madawa. People are very imaginative. You know, so I think it's a local problem, but I think Mheshimiwa will ask you to engage with the local team. You work around it, but your request is quite reasonable. It sounds quite reasonable. Mambo ya officers of our state. IG, we discussed this matter at the National Security Council and instructions were issued. Somehow we have not complied. So we'll have a discussion with you and Professor Kindiki, because it is a problem that has been agreed everywhere. Officers wanakaa, wanaoa huko, wanafungua bar, wanakuwa wasee ya mtaa. They cannot deal with the crime, si ndio? Wanakuwa wenyeji. So we agreed at the National Security Council that 3 years wasonge. will agree with the IG because that must be implemented because it will solve a lot of our problems. Because again, even when unaleta OCS mpya, unakuta maofisa wamekaa hapo miaka 8, miaka 10 ni wajuaji. Wanasema tumeona ma-OCS wengi wakija, hata wewe utatuacha tu hapa. That is what they say, we know. And some constables and those corporals, they need Vichwa ngumu. And they are an institution. Is that true, officers? Yeah, I know. Wanakuwa pale, they even transfer OCSs. Wako na misisi sijui inatokanga wapi. We are going to uproot all of them. Wote watasonga. And that is something IG we must do. Because it's a good policy. And it will enable the station commanders to take charge. So that they are not prisoners of their own juniors who have been there for a long time. Let me talk about the legal amendments we need to do, Mheshimiwa. We have told Kimani Ichung'wah. We want it to be a government bill, isonge kama risasi. There are many changes we want to do. One of them, we are going to talk to the governors here. Na tutakubaliana, governors wakubali, na kada and national government to license, hawa wachukue revenue, watumie. Hatusemi pesa ni yao. Si ndio? Pesa mchukue, lakini we license. And governor tutakuwa pia tumesaidia nyinyi. Most of these bar operators are also very serious political operatives. Ukinyima yeye license anaanza kukulima. So tunataka tuondolee nyinyi hiyo mzigo. And because these bars and the activities are posing a threat to national security, we can no longer leave that function to the county governments. We'll amend the law and we return that function to the national government, but the county governments, once the license has been done, mnapatiwa list, mnachukua pesa yenu, mnaenda pahali mnataka kwenda. Sio tumekubaliana? Lakini licensing hiyo lazima tuondoe kwenu. Sasa kama hiyo mnasema una apply online, you don't know where the bar is. Hakuna mtu ametembea hapo. Bar inakuwa is next to the school. And let me say this, we still have a national law. The national law is superior to the county laws. Where the two conflict, the national law prevails to the extent of that conflict. We are saying all licenses that have been issued contrary to the law are invalid. They are null and void. And tukikutana next week, tutaanza kusifanyia kazi. Hata kama umepeana license governor next to a school, and the national law says there should be no license so many meters from the school, we'll shut it down. And we'll consider that license to be null and void because it's in contravention of the law. So sisi ndio tumelala kidogo. Sasa tumeamuka. Tumeamuka kwa sababu tumeona hii nchi itaangamia. Magavana wakitafuta pesa, nchi itaisha. Sasa hiyo barabara mkijenga, nani atatembea juu yake? Hii license unless you build more mortuaries with that money. Because sasa, if you license everybody, sasa I have found in some shopping centers, iko na buildings 10. 8 ni bar. Moja ni hoteli na moja ni duka. So how? But governors are just licensing because they need revenue. So there must be some balance between revenue collection and national security and the welfare of the Kenyan people. Finally, mimi nataka OCS wale wako hapa msimame. OCS is Officer Commanding Police Stations. I want to address you. I served in the security sector for 15 years. My understanding of this country's security architecture is that the OCS is the central person. At a regional commissioner, I'm a regional police commander kuachilia mtu lazima ongea na OCS. True or false? A police station is as good as a station commander. A police station is as efficient as the station commander. A police station has integrity as good as that of the station commander. A police station is as rotten as a police station is as corrupt as a station commander. The life of our police station revolves around the station commander. If the station commander doesn't want corruption, there will be no corruption in that station. If the station commander wants to follow the law, everybody else will follow the law. So, ile watu tutamulika, tukituma watu nyumbani, are the station commanders. Because that is where it begins, and that's where it ends. And there is nobody who can tell a station commander anything, provided anafuata sheria. So mi naomba nyinyi dada zangu na ndugu zangu, please do your job. And I agree those who do well, we promote them as well. Let us not just punish those who don't do the right thing. Station commanders, please do your job. Na ukiambiwa uachilie mtu kama huyu anasema anapigiwa simu, useme hakuna, useme uandikiwe in writing. Tell somebody to write you a signal. If a crime has been committed, you have booked somebody in custody aende kotini. Upigiwe simu na sub-county commander ama region wakwambie ati hiyo mtu aende nyumbani. Na wewe unajua kabisa amefanya makosa. Mwambie afande ni sawa, niandikie kitu kidogo tu. Kachita, small cheat tu afande. Muongeleshe tu in a nice way. Afande, niandikie kitu kidogo tu, nikaange nayo hapa. They are not right. Ama mwambie andike signal. There is nobody who write a signal asking you to release anybody. Watakupigia simu, tusaidie huyu, usikubali. Because kikiumana, tutauliza nyinyi. Tumekubaliana? Please sit down and I wish you well. With those many remarks, let me say thank you very much. The MPs and the senators and the governors, I'll look for you. It was a wonderful discussion. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Thank you.